Information is more important in investing, or a good trading and investing system that you can follow is more important? I would say it's a system. Why? How many times have you heard people getting so-called insider information or rumors about a company is gonna do a share split or bonus issue? A lot of the time, the projects or so-called rumor may not be true. Sometimes you can be correct and the news that you get are legit, but ended up most of the time you lose money as well. Why is it so? Well, I believe it's because the market has so many market forces that no one person knows exactly what's gonna happen tomorrow. There is just a likelihood. So even if there's a good news being released, there are so many people reacting towards it. There are fund managers, local fund managers, there are foreign fund managers, there are local retailers, or outside there may be some US president or some central bank that release a news that can affect the entire market sentiment. And on top of that, even if the market reacts good to the news, the share price may go up temporarily, but if you are greedy and you do not know when to sell, you hold it, and then the market sentiment change, you may go from profit to loss as well. Your system of finding a good entry point as well as finding a good exit point is much more important than whatever news or rumors. This is especially true if you are doing short-term trading. Now, what system is inside short-term trading and what is involved in long-term investment? Short-term investment requires you to understand just one thing, which is, will people continue to be bullish about this counter such that they are gonna keep buying and maintain the momentum? And the way we look at it is from what is being released in the news. That's only part of the answer. Number two is also the chart. As long as the chart is continue to uptrend, you can stay invested as a trader. But whenever the trend starts to reverse and become a downtrend, you shouldn't go and scam yourself or say, I have this news. That's why the chart dropping is a manipulation or what. Sometimes it's true, but a lot of the time, following the chart is what is going to save you from having big losses. Because the chart can tell you whenever there's a big market selling force or the sentiment has changed. So if you are in purely for short term, you have to follow your rules. And you also need to set a safety rule, safety jacket for yourself, especially when you're trading. This is because trading is simply speculating. Now, on the other hand, if you are investing for long term, you need to also know what are the things to look for in a good quality company for the long term. These companies may not be as exciting as the short-term company with the trend and sentiment, but they can give you very steady return, maybe 10 or 20%. So these long-term are the one building wealth, and some of it is for you to have excitement and make some quick profit there. In order to become a successful investor, you need to understand short-term, long-term, the system, and combine that with more accurate news. That's how you beat the market and become one of the rare investors, especially retail investor, that can make consistent profit and outsized return. So if you'd like to discover more on how I myself look at different kind of company to decide when to buy, when to sell, and combine it with long-term and short-term strategy to make consistent return, I've got a good news for you. Go ahead, the link above or button below, and register for my upcoming webinar. Because in this webinar, I'll share with you how I use my checklist to invest in companies to figure out whether they are supposed to be long-term or short-term, and invest in such a way where I can get consistent return. In fact, this is how I grow my capital from 10,000 ringgit to more than $1 million and consistently make 20 to 30,000 ringgit a month. Once again, my name is Meng Teck. Hope to see you at my live training. Bye.